All right, what's going on, guys? So I figured for the first video on the channel, we do a will it start. And today we're gonna be picking up a 1998 Yamaha Warrior 350 that's been sitting for 10 years. Here it is out in the daylight. Gonna get her loaded up in the Tacoma. Get her home and fixed up. All right, just got her loaded up. Gonna get her strapped down. All right, so we just got it home. It's in the back of the truck there. We're gonna go ahead and get it unloaded. Start taking a look at this thing. That shit out of here. Boy, that was rough. All right, we got her unloaded. Well, after looking at this thing for a minute, I realized high school me was a dumbass. I robbed the fuel line going from the fuel petcock to the carb. So we're gonna have to replace that. All right, so I'm gonna have to run to the auto parts store, get some fuel line and an inline filter. Check our seat. See what we're looking like. Airbox doesn't look too bad. Gonna get a new filter for that anyway. Missing the battery. Well, we're just in luck. There's a new one right there. So we're gonna get this opened up, put the acid in, get it charging, throw it in this unit right here and see if she at least turns over. If anybody wants 10-year-old gas, it's got half a tank. So we're gonna end up taking the fuel tank out and draining it, as well as the carb, get that all cleaned out, get this unit the fuel it deserves. Get this air filter out. See what she looks like. Oh, hell yeah, brother. She doesn't look that bad. Let's get a new one anyway. All right, let's take our handy Harbor Freight bucket. See what this fuel looks like. Oh man. Officially got the gas tank all drained. Gonna work on pulling these Allen bolts out. Get this tank off. Get her all cleaned out. Allen bolts out on both sides. Pop these two 10mm bolts out. Tight. Now we should be able to pop the tank out. Oh yeah, I lied. There's actually two more Allen bolts up here. Got the gas cap off. Now this should come off. Oh yeah. All right, got the front plastic off. Start working on getting these front fenders off, and then we'll pull it. All right, to get the front fenders off, Looks like we have 2 more gas tank bolts that are 10 mil, and then 2 Allen screws on each side, and then the brackets. This whole thing will come off. All right, we got the headlights off and some of the front plastics. Just got the rest of the bolts out of the front fenders. Now it should just pop out of the ignition. Let's come on. All right, there we go. Front fenders off. Now you can really see it. Tank should come off too. Oh yeah, there we go. Now I didn't have to pull the tank to pull the carb out, but I gotta clean the tank out and we gotta clean the carb anyway. So that just makes life easier. Battery's charging, coming along. Got the intake side clamp off. Now we're taking these 2 nuts, holding the carb on to the head. Put those off. Now we should have to pull this out. Should slide past there. Okay. Now we can undo the throttle cable, take the cover off, undo the throttle cable, pop the overflow out, it'll come out. I didn't film it, but I got the cover off the carb. Now all we gotta do is undo the throttle cable. Got the overflow undone. All right, so it's actually the next day. Last night I went and picked up a new fuel filter and some fuel line to go from the carb to the tank to get that all fixed up. And I also got the carb out, so I'll show you that. Well, like I said, I got the carb out last night and it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So we should be in good shape there. I'm gonna get that cleaned out and then we can start throwing everything back together and see if this thing fires. All right, I got the carb back in after I cleaned it and everything. So that's back in, it cleaned up good. I got the new battery in. Let's see if she turns over. No! It's not locked up. I guess now all we have to do is put it all back together, put some fuel in the tank and see if we can't get it to run. All right, fuel line is temporarily hooked up. Got our fuel on, no leaks so far. Flip our key. It's already on run. What are the odds? Pull our choke out. Oh, the first time that thing's run in 10 years. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the Will It Start video. We got her running. I'm gonna order some parts from Rocky Mountain ATV. Probably a carb rebuild kit. Gasket's leaking, so gonna change that out. Gonna get it an oil change, so oil and a filter. Probably a spark plug and maybe a new chain. I lube this one, I think it'll be all right. But that's gonna do it for the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.